You are listening to the Self-Trust Solution Podcast with Dawn Leday, episode number 27. Welcome back. Today we're diving into accessing wisdom. This episode is great for anyone who finds themselves looking for answers outside of yourself, maybe even consuming everything you can get your hands on in an attempt to be wiser. We're going to talk about whether or not you have inner wisdom, how we actually try to gain wisdom, the truth about trying to gain wisdom from others, and how to access your own inner wisdom. Is self-trust holding you back? Visit me at theselftrustcoach.com and take the free self-trust quiz. Find out where self-trust may be holding you back and receive instant results along with what you can do in response. Take the free self-trust quiz at theselftrustcoach.com. Now on to the episode. Last week, we talked about rules, setting your own rules that work for you, questioning the ones that don't, the ones maybe you adopted, the ones that were put on you, and questioning whether they serve you now and creating rules that do to support you and what you want to create, the goals you want to achieve. So in order to do that, we need to access and listen to our own wisdom. Our own inner wisdom, which we all have, is in there beyond the external noise and pressures of messages around us that we are inundated with from the media, from our communities, from our families and our friends. And does it make all of those things wrong, or really any of them? But there's always an opportunity to question what's right for me. But what we often do instead of accessing our own inner wisdom is we spend a lot of time seeking wisdom outside of ourselves. Sometimes even pretending to have wisdom that we don't actually believe we have, but we think we should. So maybe we act that way. And then we might even try to prove that wisdom into existence. We seek it from others, which isn't necessarily a problem, but wisdom received from outside sources, I really want you to consider this. If wisdom from outside sources resonates with you, it's actually just a realization on your part. It's an opening up to something that you already believe. It's a connection to wisdom you already have for you. So I really do want you to consider that you can't get wisdom from other people necessarily. For certain, you can hear something that resonates so deeply, but it's connecting to something that's already true in you and for you, which means it's already there. So accessing this inner wisdom requires some inner reflection. It means trusting yourself enough to listen. Trusting that you may know more than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. Trusting that you are more than the words that are said to you or about you, whether that's by others or even yourself. It takes quieting the noise externally so that you can listen better internally. And how to do that is to spend some time inviting silence in. Find a quiet place without distractions. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable and try to listen. Look, at first, your mind is going to race. It's going to race with to-do lists and thoughts of fear and doubt and worry and what you need to do. But if you make this a regular practice, you will be able to start listening beyond the noise of the everyday and into the deeper parts of you where your wisdom lies. Doing this has made such a change in my own life. If you were to ask me what was the catalyst, there were many external things that have made a huge impact on me in the last 5 years. But the biggest truth that came was when I started to invite silence in and really start to listen to me, what I want, the wisdom that is in there outside of trying to find it externally. Where your dreams and ideas lie is in that same space as your wisdom. And look, they for certain peek out sometimes, right? Of course, you get amazing ideas sometimes, but oftentimes they're chased immediately by one of those fear or doubt or worry thoughts. And I just wonder, if you pose this question, I ask myself this, how many did I dismiss? How many wisdom thoughts and ideas and dreams did I dismiss or push away because I was trying to push away those worry, fear, and doubt thoughts that were chasing them? The idea of spending time in silence is, as you allow your thoughts and feelings to surface, the more you pay attention, you will notice the difference between those thoughts. You will be able to discern the difference between when fear is talking and when your inner wisdom is talking. This is a beautiful thing. And giving space for all of it means you're building trust with yourself. You're making it safe for all of it to be there without it being a problem. And you're listening and gaining and building on your own inner wisdom and your self-trust. What will you take away from this episode? My goal is for you to invite silence in and start accessing your own inner wisdom. Maybe you carve out 10 to 15 minutes a day to just sit in silence, paying attention to your own thoughts. Start to notice those that are on repeat. Try to listen beyond the repetitive to-do lists, doubts, fears, and worries, and begin to discern your wisdom from your fears. Thank you for joining me today on the Self-Trust Solution Podcast. If you love this episode, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And if you have any topics you'd like us to explore in future episodes, email me at dawn@theselftrustcoach.com. Join us next week for episode number 28. Thanks for tuning in and have a trust-filled week. Hey, if you're ready to build unshakable self-trust to achieve your goals and make the impact you're being called to make in a way that feels amazing, join me in Coach for Life. Coach for Life is the coaching program to build self-trust and achieve your goals. Join now at theselftrustcoach.com/Coach for Life program. That's Coach, the number 4, Life program. See you inside.